All right, so one thing that confuses new GIS users about at least the Esri GIS products like ArcGIS Pro here is that when we create a map and add data to it, a lot of times we have this situation where we might have our project going on and we have no access to our data right here. Now this has gotten better with ArcGIS Pro because you can browse folders, but it's still a lot quicker to add a folder connection. So one of the ways to do this, and as you may know or you're going to learn as you learn GIS, is that there's always multiple ways to do something. One way to add this folder connection is to use a catalog pane, which by default usually shows up here on the right, but you can also access by going to the View tab on the main ribbon and clicking on the catalog pane, which will open this up. And what we want to do here is go into our folders and just right click on the top and go on the top level of folders and click Add Folder Connection. Now it used to be this was necessary because multiple users can access certain data stores or certain databases, and connecting to a network resource like this and adding it to your project would kind of enforce that. A couple other reasons, none of which really matter right now. And what I'm going to do is just to, in the interest of time, connect this folder that has some data in it that I want to map to my project. So in this case, my data are on the D drive, and they are in a folder called Opioid Map. So I'm going to go ahead and add the folder connection. Believe it or not, I'm done. The folder connection's been made, and I can check it by going back to the Catalog tab and now expanding my Opioid Map folder that's been added to my project. Now the second part of this brief video is to show how we add data to a project. So here on the Map tab in the main ribbon, I have to have a map open, which I can always open a new map by going to the Insert tab and clicking New Map. In the Map tab, I'm going to click on the Add Data button right here. And if I go to my folders, here's my opioid map folder, and I can choose my opioid map layer if I want. This is data for the Drug Enforcement Agency for Indiana, right? And so there's a lot of tables, but here's my opioid distribution Indiana counties feature class. And maybe I want to add, in addition to this, some contextual data like the interstates and rivers in Indiana. Now, making these videos for a cartography class, so right now these are probably a little bit distracting. I'm going to remove them. But there we go. Our data are in our view, and you've learned how to connect to a folder and also add data. One thing I want to mention is that if you have a institutional access or a subscription to ArcGIS online, you can also add data via the Living Atlas. And this will have up-to-date and timely information about a whole bunch of items, ranging from traffic to terrain to satellite information. And it's definitely worth a look if you're looking to make some dynamic visualizations or just to see what's going on. So definitely check that out. You click on the Add Data button, and under Portal, look for Living Atlas. If you don't have access to this, it's because you don't have an active ArcGIS Online subscription. Unfortunately, it's for subscribers only. Thanks a lot.